of this particular controversy, and an assurance that carbon capture and storage technology will be developed elsewhere in the UK and almost certainly in Scotland.
Well, I'm joined now by Stuart Hazeldine, Professor of Carbon Capture and Storage at the University of Edinburgh. Good evening.
Hello there.
This must be a disaster for anybody involved in the industry.
Well, it's certainly not what you would want to hear, but this has been a long time coming. The negotiations have been going on for several months, and the design process before that has been going on for several years, with many hundreds of people working in a very dedicated way to try and make this happen. And so I'll agree with the Secretary of State that we now know this is technically a good project, the elements could work, and we also know that carbon capture and storage definitely can work. There are no engineering obstacles which are insurmountable. And in contrast to what Chris Huhne said, I think the long pipeline is not actually a problem which has featured before. One of the great benefits of both Long Gannet and Peterhead are that we can reuse existing pipelines, so they're very cheap and very accessible solutions.
So do you think the government then is wrong to pull back from it like this?
I think there's an element of difficulty for both sides, obviously government and for Scottish Power, who are now owned by Iberdrola, because in any failure of negotiation both sides have failed to agree, and so the government has set up a very rigid set of rules which they were incapable or unwilling to change, and the company has now developed much less interest in coal power, with Iberdrola owning it, but the company also wanted the government